Hello, everybody, and welcome to Historic Holman Stadium. John Collins with Tom King. We are moments away from a rain-delayed home season finale. The Nashua Silver Knights about to host the Pittsfield Suns. Tom, you've been here literally all day.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much, John. It's been an interesting day with all the rain this morning. You wondered if they were going to get it in. They're glad they got it in, at least the first game, the completion of the suspended game, because a 2-1 win put them in the playoffs. So they have qualified now for the Futures Collegiate League playoffs, which I'll tell you what, when I went back on vacation just after the All-Star break, I didn't think they were going to make it. And they've come back. They won 7 in a row. Shortly after that, towards the end of that road trip, picked up a couple of wins, won 7 in a row. And here they are tonight playing in their regular season home finale. Now all that's left to determine is whether they go to Bristol, Connecticut on Monday for a play-in game, or whether they go to the cozy confines of nearby Brockton for a playoff game in Massachusetts. So they need to finish 5th to go to Brockton. A win over Pittsfield here tonight would clinch that spot.
Do I want to go to Brockton if I'm the Silver Knights?
I think either way is, it doesn't really matter for them. It just in terms of travel and everything else, it's a closer trip to Brockton. So that's probably what they want to do.
And so if they win, they go there.
Right, but they are taking this approach. They're saving most of their pitchers for the playoffs, so most of their frontline starters. So Manny Ray will take the mound tonight for Nashua. And as they announced the starting lineups, we're almost ready to have the national anthem, but we'll have baseball, and we will have, if they win a play-in game, we'd have baseball again at Holman Stadium in the playoffs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we're ready to play ball here at Holman Stadium. You can see the players are in their pink uniform tops, Tom, breast cancer awareness. They mentioned Jane Aquino, who is a breast cancer survivor, one of the host family members.
They will
was
auction
out here.
these off, silent auction, and they will also auction off the salute to service jerseys they had on in Game 1.
The camouflage.
Yes.
Yes.
Game 1 was won by a RBI double by Cody Morissette, and I will venture very easily to say that if there was no Cody Morissette on this team, there would be no playoffs. He is the closest thing to a clutch hitter that they have.
But we would be remiss if we didn't mention another Jake LaBelle home run, the first run of the game, to tie it up at
right.
1.
It's funny. He'd been bothered by a hamstring, and B.J. Everett also kept him out of the lineup except for a pinch hitting role against Worcester in a loss the other night because he didn't think Worcester was going to pitch to him. Pittsfield did, and they paid the price.
Yeah, monster home run to straightaway left by Jake LaBelle, number 5 on the season for him. Jake is in the lineup. Looks like Austin White is getting a rest in the leadoff spot. Austin is the leading on-base percentage guy for the Silver Knights, but it'll be in right field Andrew Gorham in the lineup tonight as we watch Manny Ray warm up.
And it's interesting, White and Morissette, 2 late moves in June. Morissette actually was scheduled to come, so they just had to wait for him to graduate, get through the NHIAA season, and then graduate with Exeter. Then he'd be eligible to play in this league. White was somebody they went, they rescued from a team in Vermont and brought him in here from a collegiate league team where he wasn't playing. He wanted to get some playing time. So his college coach called B.J. Everett and said, "Can you take him?" He said, "Yes." And so sure enough, they did. And then they grabbed a pitcher from URI as well in Justin Cherry, and he threw a gem a week ago, and he will be one of the starters they'll rely on in the playoffs if they are able to advance.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, our executive producer of NashuaETV, is here as well. It's live if you're watching it on Saturday, August 4. First batter of the game for Pittsfield pops out to the catcher, Teddy Baudet, and 1 up, 1 down for Manny Ray. The starting pitcher for the Nashua Silver Knights retires Alexander White, not to be confused with the Silver Knights often leadoff hitter Austin White. Alex White pops up to the catcher for the first out of this game. It's a 7-inning contest because it is the second game of a doubleheader. That's how they do it in the FCBL. It was rain delayed. It was scheduled to start at 6:05 p.m. on a Saturday. Instead, we had a start time somewhere around 7:09, and Manny Ray trying to go through the top of the Pittsfield Suns order. Thomas Hughes, the third baseman, looks at strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Thomas Hughes, right-handed hitter, open stance. Pops it in the air, foul. It'll stay 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hughes batting .153 through 25 games. Pitch, sharply grounded foul, wide of the third base bag. He's had 102 plate appearances with an on-base percentage of .284. So Thomas Hughes, not your typical top of the lineup hitter, but we'll see what happens here as Manny Ray delivers a ball in the dirt, nicely blocked by Baudet, the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter in the Pittsfield lineup. Top half of the first inning, sunshine is a factor for Andrew Gorham, the Silver Knights right fielder. Ground ball toward the hole off the glove of third baseman Max Joney, and it's going to go as an E5 and the first base runner of the game for Pittsfield. A play that I know Max would tell you he should have made. There was a high hopper, and he might have just closed the glove a fraction too early as the ball squirted out. So with 1 out, Pittsfield has a base runner, and the 3-hitter for the Suns is up there. Brian McHale, who is the shortstop for Pittsfield, looks at a fastball over the outside corner for strike 1 from Manny Ray. 6'2", 185-pounder from Bedford, New Hampshire, about to enter his sophomore season at Tufts. Look out, line drive's going to go over by the admin building here at Holman Stadium. Plenty of puddles. The grounds crew and the volunteers and the staff of the Silver Knights did a great job of keeping the infield pretty much dry despite that torrential downpour that we had between the end of the suspended game and the start of this regularly scheduled game here in the evening. Saturday, August 4 of 2018. A lot of unsettled weather coming through in the past week or so. And a decent crowd on hand for the home season finale. Way out ahead of that 75-mile-an-hour changeup and nearly a strike him out, throw him out. In fact, Teddy Baudet, the Silver Knights catcher, who made that fine throw, thought he had Hughes picked off of first base. So the first strikeout of the game.
And our sports clips came out of the night. Number 14, Dylan Faircloth. Dylan Faircloth strikes out tonight. Everyone in
So Dylan Faircloth gets designated as the free haircut guy, the Pittsfield Suns DH. If he strikes out, there's a ticket free haircut coupon given out at the gate upon the exit for all the Silver Knights fans. And you always wonder if that gets in the head of the batter at all. In the previous game, we saw the designated strikeout guy strike out and then go 4 for 5 approximately, including a home run. So a fun time was had by all, even the opponent. There's a pop up in shallow right. Actually, it's not going to make it out of the infield. It's gloved by Nate Cormier for out number 3. So a good start to the game for Manny Ray, who has appeared in 12 games for the Silver Knights this season. This is only his 3rd start. It's off to a good start for Ray, who entered the game with an earned run average of 5.79. Silver Knights getting to bat for the first time tonight in the bottom of the first.
Taking on our veteran of the game. What's your name? How confident do you feel against these 3 boys? Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Tell you, the guy in the front for the kids side, Matty Bebris, is a gamer. He's a catcher, and he's a little warrior, and he's about to pull the Silver Knights player all by himself. And no question. Matty Bebris was a ferocious competitor in that tug of war, and the kids win. So to the bottom of the first we go. It'll be Luke Tyree, Nate Cormier, and Cody Morissette. The 1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup due up first. Tell you what, the sun out and that heavy sprinkle that we took here, the field really looks great. It looks lush and green and dark brown in the infield. 85 miles an hour with that fastball warming up. Manny Ray, actually, no, check that. It's the Pittsfield Suns starter, Ryan Towle. Tell you about him. Towle is 6'5", 225 pounds. He's got a great pitcher's physique. He's from Westfield, Massachusetts, and is about to enter his sophomore season at Fitchburg University. This is also his 3rd start of the season. He's appeared in 6 games, 19 innings pitched. He's given up 26 hits, 17 strikeouts in those 19 innings pitched for Ryan Towle. So even though he has a 6.6 ERA, gives up an average of about 7 runs every 9 innings, he's a power pitcher. And he throws that first pitch in the dirt at 86 to Luke Tyree, who is tied for the team lead in stolen bases with 11 with Jeff Costello. Costello is batting 6th in the order in this game. That one catches the outside corner, so 1 ball and 1 strike. A couple of fastballs there from the right arm of Ryan Towle. Changeup, and it had Luke way out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's about a 8-mile-per-hour difference between the fastball on the first 2 pitches and that changeup to Tyree. That just missed the inside corner, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pittsfield defending Luke straight away at all positions. The kick and the pitch. That's ball 3, and the leadoff batter for the Nashua Silver Knights has taken the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Tyree. Strike 3 calls. Luke kind of barking at the umpire a little bit from up here. That looked to be a good pitch. So 1 up, 1 down for the Silver Knights. Cormier, Nate, the second baseman, up for the first time tonight, batting .227 on the season. And Towell's pitch bunted straight back to the screen, an 82-mile-an-hour fastball. Towell throws it right over the top. I wouldn't really call it a Tim Lincecum pitch because the Freak is a much smaller individual than the 6'5", 225-pound Towell, but oh, maybe I will call it that. It's really dramatically over the top. The 1-1. And again, this changeup is successful in getting the Silver Knight batter way out in front, and it's a 1-2 count. So both times, now Towell went to the changeup on the 3rd pitch. Both times they were 1-1 counts, I believe. So that's something to file away if you're a Silver Knights hitter. 2-2. Fastball sliced down the right field line. Will it be fair? It is. It kicks into the bullpen. It's going to be an easy double for Cormier. He's thinking 3. He's around second. And there will be no throw. Diving in with a triple, Nate Cormier. Beautiful piece of hitting. Hit it far down the right field line. It kicked off the turf and into the bullpen. And right then is where Cormier knew he was going to churn to 3rd. And he gets there with less than 2 out. Cody Morissette, .311 hitter, .391 on base percentage with an RBI opportunity here. They're in at the corners for Pittsfield. First pitch swinging through the fastball. Strike 1 to Cody Morissette. Cody has 16 RBIs in 35 games played. Swings and misses through that one, so it's 0-2. So if Cody's going to plate Cormier from 3rd base, he's got to make some hay with 2 strikes on him. Working quickly is Towell. That's high. Good job of gloving that one before it went to the back. Stopped by Severino Simeon is the name of the catcher for the Pittsfield Suns. Well, the Yankees and the Red Sox are playing tonight, and Severino is the last name of the Yankees starting pitcher. This is the first name of the catcher. Very high pop-up's going to find the stands. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cody Morissette, who I think has seen Towell's pitching repertoire at this point. Just 3 pitches into the at-bat. Curveball, fastball, changeup. Let's see what he comes up with on 1 and 2. Ryan Towell kicks and throws. Foul tipped off of the catcher's glove, and Morissette stays alive in this at-bat. Had a pitch to hit there. He's a little upset with himself that he didn't put it in play in the outfield. Pretty deep in center is Chad Shade, which is an apt name right now because he is in the shade. Dappled sunshine in right for Vincent Mendoza, the right fielder for the Suns. Foul straight back, 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Challenge time there from Ryan Towell, and again, a bit upset with himself for not putting that ball in play. Cody Morissette had a couple of pitches to hit. It's still 1 and 2. Check swing and nearly got the job done. Good job of spoiling or protecting there by Cody Morissette. Nearly turned it into a double down the left field line to match the extra base hit that Nate Cormier just got down the right field line. So good battle here between Ryan Towell, the Pittsfield starter, and the Silver Knights 3-hitter, Cody Morissette. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Swung on and missed. Good pitching by Ryan Towle as he took a lot off. That was a 72-mile-per-hour curveball that would have probably been called strike 3 had not Morissette swung through it. So 2 down, still a runner at third base. Sac fly will not get it done right now. Ryan Berardino steps in, a .293 hitter. Ball gets away. The catcher doesn't know where it is. Here comes Cormier. The flip to home. Not in time. 1-0. The Silver Knights lead it. Alert base running by Nate Cormier. And that triple does pay off. Ball didn't get all that far away, but Severino Simeon did not exactly know where it was at first. And alert to that fact, Cormier took off and made about an 80-foot sprint for the score. 1-0. Berardino fouls off the 1-0 pitch. Well, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs now. The base is empty. Ground ball right side and through. Second hit of the inning for the Silver Knights. Again going the opposite way. Looked like a curveball that Berardino just waited on, and he kind of muscled it off of his lead shoulder, which he had kept tucked, and he drove it the other way into the hole between first and second. So a 2-out base runner, which is always a good thing to get Jake LaBelle up there with men on base. LaBelle hit a towering home run in game 1 of this doubleheader here on Saturday, August 4, 2018, for his 5th home run of the season. That's very high fastball for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the big slugger for the Nashua Silver Knights, Jake LaBelle, out of South Berwick, Maine. His birthday's a month from now. It's September 3rd, when he'll be 21. He's entering his senior season at NYIT. Got a chance to do something here with a 2-0 pitch with 2 outs and a man on in the first inning. Pitching very carefully there on 2-0, not giving LaBelle anything that he could open up on and drive. Slow curveball from Towle, and it's 3-0, and you wonder if he's just giving him an unintentional intentional walk. That's a strike at the top of the zone, kind of a surprise fastball there for Jake, who seemed to be taking all the way. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So Jake had a pitch. If he wanted to swing on 3-0, he probably should have given himself the green light. He could have done some serious damage with a fastball, even though it was at the top of the zone, right down the middle it was. But he takes the walk, and with 2 outs, another runner in scoring position for the Silver Knights. Here's Jeff Costello, .270 hitter. Quick meeting between the battery as Simeon and Towle talk things over. The catcher's back behind the dish. First and second, 2 out. And here is Costello. Speedy, number 6 hitter in the lineup. Ground ball inside the bag, and a good job of positioning there by Thomas Hughes, the Suns' third baseman, who gobbled it up. He's playing off the line at all. That's going to be a run-scoring double. 1 or 2 runs. Instead, it's out number 3. But the Silver Knights do plate the game's first run. And every run, every at-bat is magnified in a 7-inning game. So they take the early lead. One to nothing, the Silver Knights lead it. Nashua won the opening game of this rain-delayed doubleheader. Continuation of a suspended game that started in the 3rd inning. They completed it here at Holman today. And that ran the Silver Knights season record to this point, with tonight's game and tomorrow's road game remaining, to 21 wins and 30 losses. Good enough to make the playoffs. The only question is, will they be the bottom entrant in the playoff run or the second to last? And the second to last, if they win tonight, they'll be playing against Brockton in the opening game of the FCBL playoff series starting on Tuesday. Dave Matthews, first pitch swinging. Strike one. Manny Ray working into his second inning of his only third start of the season. It was like a changeup with some screwball action on it. And Dave Matthews fouls it into the mitt, so it's 2 strikes quickly. Foul straight back to the screen. Matthews, the first baseman for Pittsfield. Enters the game batting .252 through 32 games played. Does have 5 doubles and 4 homers. Matthews with the most home runs on the Pittsfield Suns. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed slugger. Manny Ray trying to keep the leadoff batter aboard and get a shutdown inning after the Silver Knights took the lead 1-0. 3 balls and 2 strikes as Matthews twisted away from that inside fastball. Looked like the umpire had an idea to call that strike 3, but maybe it was the physical reaction of Matthews that sold him on ball 3. The payoff pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So the leadoff batter aboard for Pittsfield here in the top of the second.
Center fielder, Springfield College, number 18, Chad Shade.
Chad Shade, the center fielder for Pittsfield, batting in the 6th spot in the order. First pitch swinging toward the right center field gap. It is going to get down for a base hit. Going first to third will be Matthews. And Shade wastes no time to give Pittsfield a great chance to tie this game as he makes it first and third with nobody out here in the top of the second. Both Pittsfield batters first pitch swinging. Matthews fouled his ball off before he worked a walk, and then Shade lined it to right center field. Ball got down for a single. So first and third. Silver Knights clinging to that 1-0 lead, and it's off the pitcher. He's going to throw to first, and it's going to be in time. No, safe at first. It's going to go as an E3. He's trying to say he was transferring it to throw home, but I do not think there is enough there. I don't believe there's enough there. His right hand was too far away from the glove. The right hand was too far away from the glove, and they're not going to give him the call, and it's going to be 1-1 with nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Great base running by the lead runner. Dave Matthews read the reaction of Manny Ray. He wasn't far enough off the base to be picked off as he put the brakes on when the ball hit Ray and fell nearby. When Ray turned his back on the runner, Matthews took off for home. That's a play where if you have eyes in the back of your head, Manny Ray could fake that he was going to throw to first and just wheel around, and he'd have Matthews out by 30 feet at home plate. But as it was, the runner was going to score easily. The first baseman for the Silver Knights, Ryan Berardino, pleading his case that he was trying to pull the ball out of his glove and throw home to get the lead runner. In reality, he had no chance to get the lead runner, as the flip was so soft, it actually short-hopped Berardino. And that's another reason why they're not going to give him the transfer, because it was a tough chance to handle. A soft, one hopper throw, a flip underhand by Ray. And now the question is, was Manny hurt at all by that comebacker? And I think the answer is no, as he warms up between batters here. So it's a 1-1 game. Pittsfield will have runners at first and second, and still nobody out here in the second inning. So it's going to go, I think, as you can take your pick, E1, E3. It's an error on the Silver Knights, their second of the game. I don't know how you don't give an error on that. They give it a hit?
You guys got a Red Sox score?
Manny Ray, strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Severino Simeon. Number 19. Fourth batter up in the inning. 1 run is in for Pittsfield, and that one's going to hit him. Bases loaded. It was a fastball that just drifted too far inside. It was a glancing blow off of Severino, but he's on, and the bases are loaded for the 9-hitter, Brett Morrison. So Chad Shade at third, Vincent Mendoza's at second, Severino Simeon for Pittsfield's at first base on the hit batsman. And here's Brett Morrison, the second baseman, looks at strike 1, and he's a 105 hitter through only 11 games played. Still looking for his first extra base hit, but he's 2 for 19. Could do some serious damage here and get his offensive statistics rolling at the expense of the Silver Knights. Of course, this is a guy that Manny Ray really wants to get. He doesn't want to see Pittsfield trot the leadoff batter in the order back up there, even though Alex White did pop out to the catcher his first time. The 1-1 on the way. Big swing and a foul off to the right. Morrison definitely was trying to get into the extra base hit column with that swing. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morrison is from Hadley, Massachusetts. Is about to enter his junior season at Fairfield. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Manny Ray. Foul at the plate. Will stay at 1-2. Off speed at 76 miles per hour from Manny Ray. From Bedford, New Hampshire. So you know he played his high school ball here, some of it, against the Nashua teams. 1-2 pitch. Foul tipped it to the mitt. Just a really nice change up there from Manny Ray to retire the number 9 hitter. So a big out, but there is still only 1 out in a 1-1 game.
John Collins, he had the ball long enough at first base to record the out. I thought.
No, it came right out. It came right out.
Yeah, I thought he had it long.
No, he batted it. And he tried to sell it as a transfer. That was my take. Ground ball on the left side, and it gets through.
Olade.
Olade is right. And 2 runs will score as a result. Or the throw is out at home. What a throw from left fielder Jeff Costello to Teddy Baudet. He puts the tag down. There's going to be an argument, but this will stand.
Yes, it will. He got the tag down in time. Head first slide. I'd have to see a replay to see for sure. But the umpire right on top of it, John. I mean, he was right there. I don't see how he could have missed it. A lot of times these umpires miss calls by not being in the right position. But I don't think that was one of them. He was right there. So an RBI for
Alexander White.
Alexander White. And then the throw, no relay throw now, right? Was that straight all the way, or was that a relay?
One hop throw from left field by
Yep,
Costello.
yep. RTO
And I
home.
spoke too soon saying it was going to be a 2-run single because he had other ideas, and he really charged that ball well. Perfect throw
Yep.
on a skip hop to Baudet. Chest
Now they
high.
got to take advantage of it here.
2 out.
You've got to record that third out.
Pop foul.
Too many times a good play like that would happen, and then all of a sudden something else would go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, Joni has had a tough start at third base. The last time up, Thomas Hughes hit a ground ball that Joni misplayed for the first base run of the game, an E5. And
Yeah, he should have had that
he
ball.
could have had that
Definitely-
ball.
Definitely
Yeah.
olayed it.
Yep. It didn't go as an error because he never touched it, but it's a play I think he will
Still
tell
a
you.
play he's got to make. You've got to make that play at third, which is, of course, they were able to rely on so much last year with Cam Cook.
There goes the runner. They will try to get him, and they're not, and it's going to be a
Oh,
run.
Fundamental mistake there. Just hold it. Hold the ball or throw to the mound.
And that is the third run in the inning. Kind of a gift run for the Pittsfield Suns. It's
No
a 3-1
kidding.
lead. So it
That's
was.
got to be handled cleaner. Teddy, is it Baudet behind the plate?
Yep.
Yeah, and see, they're going with him because Caprice is going back to California. So this is going to be, this is a real tough situation for them catching-wise.
Snagged by Manny Ray. He'll underhand to the first
Yeah,
baseman
but the
this time.
damage is done there. You've got to hold them to 2 runs.
Yeah, in a 7-inning game,
Yep.
every run's bigger. So Hughes grounds out back to the pitcher, but Pittsfield sends 7 batters to the plate. They score 3 runs.
I'm here with the birthday girl. What's your name?
Interesting, they didn't put an error up on the board on that play at first base on the flip throw, and I got it. You got to make it an E1. There's no other way to score that.
In E1, they made the error on the throw to first.
Yeah, because it hit the
They
ground.
made the error on the first baseman.
Yeah, but
dropping the
you know,
ball.
I understand that he maybe should have had it, but you're a pitcher. You run it to first base. You underhand a ball and you bounce it. You can't do that.
The
you know?
error, the error is made.
I know.
The error is
Right.
charged according to Luke.
All right.
California, the error is charged to first base.
All right.
It was catchable ball.
Oh, it was
You just-
catchable.
Yeah, so
it
you-
was catchable. Yeah, you could give it to the first baseman, but no, they didn't give it any. Oh, they did. They put them both, all of
an
them.
error on
Actually, I think they gave a third one. Oh yeah, on the throw to second.
Yep.
Yep. So 3 errors in
3
the inning
errors in the inning.
by Silver Knights, and that's
Right.
costly. Turns it to 3 runs.
And that's, again, the
Yep.
problem. If you ask me what their problems were this year, it's lack of timely hitting, which of course helped them get in the playoffs, but they are RBI hit by Morissette. But lack of timely hitting and defense.
Yeah.
It's been an infield defense. The infield defense has been horrendous this year.
I misspoke. 2 errors in that inning. There was 1 error in the first
Right.
inning. Andrew Gorham, it's the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the Nashua Silver Knights batting order now as we go to the bottom of the second. Silver Knights now trailing by 2 in the home season finale. First pitch swinging a pop-up in really shallow left field. Long run, and it's going to be caught by Alexander White.
The third baseman, Monmouth University, number 23, Max Goyo.
Matt Goyon.
Max Goyon trying to get on base with 1 out and nobody on here in the second
Max
inning.
Goyon, rather. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Goyon is how it's pronounced.
Thank you.
It's a tough one. They've got a couple of tough names that been difficult
Yeah.
all year.
Another reason to miss Mr.
Caprice.
Cook.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I know. Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Well, they go into the playoffs with, a lot of question marks.
Well, you just mentioned one with Caparis going to California. Why's he got to go? Because it's his school starting?
Pepperdine.
Pepperdine, yeah. Why would you ever leave Pepperdine for any reason?
Well, you got to play in the
on the
summer
coast
somewhere.
of California.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
got to play on the
Yeah,
coast of
yeah.
California.
So he's
One of the most beautiful campuses in the world, from what I've seen. I also did a traveling sales job with Procter & Gamble
That's right. You started out that way
co-worker
after
Steve
college,
Zwilling, who went
right?
to Pepperdine.
Yeah, right.
Yep,
Had the chance to live out in California, you blew it.
I did. Could have stayed.
Could have stayed. Nah.
Could have stayed in Studio City.
Nah, I'm coming
The
home.
Zwillings. Got homesick. Here I am.
I know, stuck next to me.
Wow.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we have. First pitch swinging. It's a
He's
swinging
gonna
bunt
make
by
it.
Baudet.
He's going to make it. Yep.
You are right. He beat the throw.
For a catcher, it's not bad.
And it's the infield hit for Baudet that keeps the inning alive for the top of the order. And Luke Tyree got caught looking his first time up. 2 outs. Man on first in the second inning. Silver Knights trail 3-1 in the final home game of the regular season for 2018.
The dog man, is that what they call him? He's painted his face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look at him. Yeah. Tim
Oh,
can't-
he did.
It's too close for Tim
Actually,
to get a shot.
he just did it in between
He did
game
it
1
in
and
between.
2.
Yeah, he did it just a little while ago.
Yep. Either that or he fell in one of these puddles here
It could be.
and got muddied.
Hard to believe that we are playing in the final regular season home game.
Yeah, always a milestone game of the summer.
After June 1, when that was the big night here, and then boom, everything has just flown by.
Including your vacation.
Oh boy, that was way too fast.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yep,
Driven
that's
to
gonna
left
no.
field, but it's caught.
Yes.
Alexander White got a
Looked
good
like
jump
it was
on
going to
it.
be an alley ball, up the alley in left center, but White ran it down. You could tell he slowed down a little bit, and that's when he had a beat on it.
Maybe a little bit off the end of the bat of Luke Tyree. So he lines out to left. They leave a base runner. After 2 full of a 7-inning contest, Pittsville leads 3-1 over the Nashua Silver Knights. Tom, read your article over our break between the last game and this game about Bill Neverett. Legend of local sports, and of course
BJ's father,
BJ's
Tim
father,
Neverett's father,
and Matt Neverett's grandson,
Matt
grandfather,
Neverett's
who we work with.
right, exactly.
Matt Neverett, the grandson who was with us for some NashuaETV games, and is now the play-by-play guy, Bradenton for the Marauders,
for the
Pittsburgh Pirates affiliate.
Pirates short season team, I believe.
Yeah. So it was a sad occasion. It was not. It was kind of unexpected, according to.
It was a sudden death. Yeah, it was a sudden death. And it's a good gesture by the team as they will honor Bill Neverett with the.
We honoring our host families, Tim? Was that what that was?
I think it was service.
Oh, maybe it was service. Could have been too. Yeah.
But they will honor the memory of Bill Neverett by putting a plaque on that seat.
Section 103.
Yep. And
that's nice.
Right, and it will. I don't think anyone will sit there. It will remain empty unless somebody just doesn't know. And
symbolic,
just plops down. But.
Which is okay because there's not a bad seat in the house here at Holman Stadium.
For sure. There'll be another seat for you if you can't use that one. But it's a great way to honor Bill, and I'm sure that BJ is, proud of the way that his team made the playoffs after having to rally through all of that.
Right.
I mean, it's an emotional thing 10 days ago or 9 days ago. So
certainly was.
Yep. So, and I'm sure he wishes his father was here to see him do one of his better managerial jobs through the course of the last 3 weeks.
So we go to the top of the third inning. Pittsfield trying to add to their 3-1 lead in the person of number 3 hitter, Brian McHale, struck out his first time up.
3 runs, but just 1 hit, and that was the ball that got by.
Yeah, just the 1 hit.
Gion at third base. Goyon.
The sun has departed the field, and really laying into that one was McHale, but he couldn't keep it fair, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
And it's just been rain after rain after rain. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If there weren't 2 games that were so crucial today, I wonder.
In a center field for a leadoff single.
They would have played because of the way the weather was. And, of course, the radar originally, John, looked as though it would give them an opportunity to get at least an official game in for game one. Since it's picked up in the third inning. Probably enough time, an hour and a half, hour 45 to play 6 innings. And what happened right at the end of that game, the Thunder started. But it also looked as though the rain was going to hang around for a while earlier today. You know, the radar showed that through 6:45, from from 4:45 through 6:45, that it looked like it was going to pour, and that diverted away again. So, and just barely touched us enough to delay the start of this game for an hour.
Dylan Faircloth in there for Pittsfield, a .277 hitter with a couple of home runs through 33 games played. I'll make that 38 games played. Throw to first, and diving back in safely is McHale. 3-1, Pittsfield leads it. Nobody out, top of the third. The cleanup hitter for Pittsfield. About to stare down a 2-0 pitch here from Manny Ray. Rips it to left and deep. Going back is Costello looking up. It's off the wall.
Yep.
Good read by the lead runner as he gets all the way to third before a great throw from left field. Again, Costello showing off that arm, but it's second and third with nobody out here in the third inning.
Well, you said a 3-1 pitch, and Ray is always just a fastball type pitcher, and they sat on it and got it. So Pittsfield swinging the bats in this game, and they're going to need Ray to try to pitch his way out of this, but it's going to be tough because he is, just doesn't have a whole arsenal that some of the other pitchers have.
They're going to bring the infield in. Dave Matthews, the first baseman, walked and scored his first time up.
That's really, I don't know why they're doing it, but that's really tough with Ray because he throws hard and they hit it hard. It hasn't been a soft ball.
No.
In the two innings.
So everywhere is the hot corner right now.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the hot shortstop. It's the hot second base.
Ray's got to keep the ball down, get the ground ball, but also get a ground ball that's not going to zip through. And there's one right there that Morissette makes the play on.
It hit the ground, says the umpire, and a good throw by Morissette. It was a really short hop, but it did hit the blades of grass, and it was a good call by the umpire. Had he caught it in the air, it wouldn't have made any difference after the nice throw because the runners were not fooled. They stayed put. So the infield in pays off once on the line out by Matthews. Let's see what happens with Chad Shade, who singled and scored last inning.
He's the one that hit that ball.
Outside, ball one, first base is empty. Vicente Mendoza, who reached on that funky play at first base, is on deck. So Ray may be pitching a little carefully here. That's a check swing. They're going to check with the second base umpire. He says he did go. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chad Shade enters today's game batting .244. He's had 127 at-bats. 4 doubles, a triple, and no homers.
Boy, a lot of standing water around this stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, you look around, there's some puddles that you could actually run into in the field of play.
Yes, the one right in front of the dugout, especially the visiting dugout.
The 2-1, grounded softly toward the third baseman. Goni fires, they got a run down. Baudet makes quick work of the runner for the second out.
He did what you're supposed to do, run at the runner. And he got close enough and made the play. So fielder's choice there. So maybe, with now runners at first and second and 2 outs, Manny Ray can pitch his way out of it. We'll see.
First and second. So a doubly good play for the Silver Knights in that they cut down the lead runner, and instead of second and third, it's now first and second for Pittsfield with 2 outs. And Manny Ray comes to the plate, just off the plate outside.
He's worked outside. Whoa, there's going to be a play at third. Let's see.
Nope.
No.
Going to get there without a throw.
That's just sloppy.
That's error number 4 on the game for the Silver Knights.
Call that on Baudet, the catcher, right?
Had my head down. Whose fault was it?
Well, it was a high throw, but So it should be
Just
a
took my eyes off it.
fourth error.
It was ball 1. It was on the catcher.
Yep.
Second error on Bodette.
So now it's first and third. A wild pitch could score a run.
And a fake throw to second this time.
Now they really have to bear down. Because a single, all of a sudden, it looked like you get out of it. A single will score 2.
Yep.
Because of the shoddy throw back to the mound by Bodette. Bodette, who hasn't caught a lot.
Second and third again for Pittsfield. 1-1 pitch on the way from Manny Ray. Looking for the third out of the inning.
Oh, he almost had another wild pitch.
Yeah. A good foot and a half outside.
Yeah, way outside. 2-1 to count now.
Vicente Mendoza grounded off the pitcher's body, off Manny Ray, his first time up with the comebacker. The 2-1. Swings through the floater, 74 miles an hour. Good change of speed by Manny Ray.
Now the question is, John Collins, do you throw that again? Do you throw it right away again, or will he catch up to it this time?
Mendoza enters the game batting .215. I think you try to blow him away with the fastball.
They do,
and
but
they missed.
I saw that target set up outside. I said, no.
Now it's 3-2. First base is empty, and you know what? I'd say do the floater again. Just don't put it in the zone, maybe. You know, make him chase.
He won't swing at anything outside. Ray's missed out there the entire at-bat.
Maybe if you float one that bounces just in front of the plate.
I don't trust Bodette to be able to make that play. Floats it, and it's a base hit. 2 runs are going to score.
He put it in the zone.
Yep.
Here's the throw, and it takes a wild bounce over the head of Bodette. No chance that time.
E7.
So another error that's going to be charged, unfortunately.
That wasn't as slow.
Actually, you know what? You don't have to charge an error on that one. He just went to second on the throw home, so.
He wasn't going to go until the ball got by.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I think maybe.
That's it for Manny Ray. He's going to be out.
Maybe you're right.
But unfortunately, Johnny, he threw.
Good hit by Mendoza.
He didn't have the same. That floater was more almost like a
hittable.
Ball. It was hittable. The other one wasn't.
No.
This one.
Yeah, he had good arm action on the first one. This one was kind of like.
This one had no movement and just was flat and was sitting there to be hammered.
Big hit by Mendoza, drives in 2 more runs with 2 outs. It's a 5-1 lead for Pittsfield here in the third inning of a 7-inning game. Pitching change for the Silver Knights as Manny Ray comes out.
So, here's the deal, folks. If Nashua goes on to lose this game, Nashua will still lead Pittsfield by percentage points. And then can clinch 5th with a win at North Shore on Sunday. Or with a Pittsfield loss at Bristol on Sunday. You've got to understand, Bristol's got nothing to play for. They'll probably send multiple pitchers to the mound the whole bit. So, and, you know, Nashua's probably they're not going to start any of their top line pitchers on Sunday as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Unless Nashua can rally, hold Pittsfield here and rally to win this game over the next 5 at-bats.
Pat Maybach is your relief pitcher. 6'3", 190 pounds from Saunderstown, Rhode Island.
Interesting story, Johnny. He had elbow, shoulder problems, and everybody thought he was done. He said, no, I think it was that was the problem. And everyone thought he was done. He said, no, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna keep working. And he did. And he got his way. You know, the diagnosis was, yes, all he needs is rest. He can come back in late July, early August, and here he is. Pitched an inning of relief the other night. Pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
Just gave up a run. Defense let him down a little bit, and here he is again. And if they go deep into the playoffs, Maybach could become a valuable part of that pitching puzzle. The irony is they've gone through the playoffs before with grasping for starters. They've got pretty good rotation right now.
Severino Simeon is the batter, the first to face Pat Maybach, who throws ball 1 low. Simeon was hit by a pitch and scored the 3rd run of the game for Pittsfield in the previous inning. 5-1. The visitors are up. Big swing on the 1-0, fouls it off to the right. 1-1. So, interesting way he faces the catcher and gets that sign. It's almost like he's hiding the ball behind his body. There's a line foul into the bullpen.
He was lights out in 2 starts before he got hurt. Lights out.
Yeah. See, I love the quirks of various players.
Pitchers.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this when he looks in for the sign from Teddy, the catcher.
His body almost seems to be even parallel with, not parallel, but facing the plate. See, look at him. See, right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks in to the sign.
It's like it's an
And then,
interesting pose.
yeah, exactly.
And he closes up. Slings it on the inside. Took a big bite out of the inside corner with that fastball. So good job in relief.
We'll have fun watching Maybach next inning, I think.
Yeah. So he does the job and he gets the strikeout that ends the inning, but not before Pittsfield adds 2 more runs. And they lead it after the top of the third, 5-1. Seven-inning contest. So
The next game we have
every
tonight,
at-bat
potato
and run
sack
magnified in
and 4
importance.
girls competing
as far
for
as the
win.
outcome.
What is your name?
Potato sack
Your
race.
birthday tonight, you gonna win?
And your name?
Your name?
Anna.
Your name?
Riley.
Sarah, you gonna be able to beat your sister?
Yeah.
All right, love the confidence. Whoever gets to start Sterling first wins. Ready, set, go. All right, Sir Sterling, who's the winner? There we go, nice.
Nate Cormier tripled and scored. His first time up was a successful one. He's got the only run of the game so far for the Silver Knights. And Nate draws leadoff duty here in the bottom of the third inning. His team down 5-1. And looks at strike one from Ryan Towle. Big right-hander for Pittsfield. I was going to say strike two, but it was obviously low. It was right down the middle, but below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Nate Cormier. Plays his ball for Nichols College. That's called a strike. Breaking ball at 78 miles per hour from Towle, and he's ahead in the count. A lot of 1-2 counts on the Silver Knights hitters so far in this game. That is off the plate, a good 6 to 8 inches, and Cormier did hold his breath for a second, thinking the umpire might get generous. Way out in front. That's been a successful straight change from Towle. He's got a bunch of swings and misses on it, including a couple of strikeouts. So Cormier goes down by way of the K, and here's Cody Morissette, who's one of the 4 strikeout victims of Ryan Towle through the first 2 1/3 innings. Ball 1 to Cody Morissette. Had a couple of pitches to hit, kind of good swings his first time up. Just not able to put it in play with man on third base. Frustrating at bat for Cody Morissette. Look for him to probably bounce back here with a 2-0 count in his favor. As Towle pitches and missed again the outside corner, not there. 3 balls and no strikes, down by 4 runs. It's almost a guarantee, nobody on base, that Cody is taking all the way. Strike called. Or he says take your base, actually. Thought it might have hit the upper inner corner of the strike zone, but it's a 4-pitch walk to Cody Morissette. Ryan Berardino. Had a 2-out single his first time up. Silver Knights first baseman, .293 hitter. First pitch swinging, fouls it off to our right. 0-1. Ryan Berardino from Sudbury, Massachusetts, entering his junior season at Bentley in the fall. Pitch very high and not playable. This has found its way well beyond the fencing. See if we have any birthday boys in tonight's game. Looking down the Silver Knights roster. Teddy Baudet is an August birthday, 8/19. Jeff Costello is also in this game, August 21. Foul back to the screen. That's it for August. Strike 3. So bouncing back from a 4-pitch walk, Ryan Towle registers his 5th strikeout of the game. Jake LaBelle is up there. Jake treated the fans of this final regular season game day of 2018 to a towering home run in game 1, part of the 2-1 victory that clinched the playoff spot. Batting with 2 outs, and the ball squirts away, and down into scoring position will go Cody Morissette.
It was a towering home run. It was a ball that we all thought, well, it looks like a deep fly ball to the warning track, and it just kept carrying. And you watch the outfielders. That's the one thing I learned when I did Spinners games on radio, play-by-play, just solo, no analyst. And I didn't know the Lasher Park very well, but I learned to follow the outfielders and watch them, and that would tell you where the ball was. And the outfielders and left just froze. Didn't move.
Yeah.
Just took 2 steps, turned around, and watched it go.
That ball was compressed off the bat, and it found its way well over the upper billboards here at Historic Holman Stadium for home run number 5 on the season for Jake LaBelle. 2 balls, no strikes, and it's a danger zone pitch here for Ryan Towle with a 4-run lead.
By the way, John Collins, you missed a golden opportunity.
What
earlier.
A swing that was.
I know it was. You missed a golden opportunity earlier.
What was that?
Brought cookies.
How did I miss that?
Because you have to mill around the masses, John Collins.
Was that the beginning of
game
1?
You can't be this,
diligently doing my homework before the game?
Oh, come on.
Well, tonight I did. Actually, I actually did.
You had nothing else to do, John. You're sitting here waiting for it.
Yeah. 3-1, another pitch where you can expect Jake LaBelle just to uncork a big swing here.
Yeah, they know it, though. They won't give him anything really good to hit.
I don't know. 3-1. Look out. Nothing.
Told you. You're not going to get it.
No need taking a hit by pitch when you're about to be walked.
They need to configure their lineup to try to protect him and see if they can force teams to pitch to him. They didn't play him the other night specifically because they knew Worcester would not give him anything to hit. J.P. Pine knows him too well.
So 2 walks in the game for Jake LaBelle, first and second for the Silver Knights. 2 outs. Jeff Costello is scheduled batter. We got a mound visit. Speaking of mound visits, Tom, you remember this well. 25 years ago tonight, after being hit by a Ryan Express fastball, Robin Ventura charges the mound to get at the 46-year-old pitcher. Ryan responds by putting the White Sox third baseman in a headlock and punches him 6 times, much to the pleasure.
I don't remember that. I don't. Ventura?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that ever happening.
Your assignment, if you choose to accept
Is you the pitcher?
is to go to YouTube and look up Ryan Ventura, Nolan Ryan.
Oh, it was Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan,
wow.
And you will see something in the neighborhood of 10 million views on this. So
I've
catch
never
up on
seen
this
it.
one.
I've never seen it.
It's
Never have.
hilarious.
I know, never have.
Nolan Ryan laid down the law
And Ventura went
the
on
youngin.
to be a manager for the White Sox.
Yeah.
Not a very successful one.
Right. It's a classic beatdown. 1-0. Ryan could do it all for many, many years. So Costello in the driver's seat now and suddenly struggling with his control. Ryan Towle in a big way. He does have the
Does he
2
spell that
outs
last name?
with an E on the end.
Towle.
WLE.
Yeah, the name is Toll.
Oh, is it Toll?
Yeah, it should be. That's how
Okay.
you pronounce it. And I'll tell you how I know that.
You spoke to Ryan Toll?
No, it's my mother's maiden name.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Yep.
You would know that.
Yes, I would.
Big swing and a miss by Costello on the 2-0, and it was a floater. It wasn't the 2-0 fastball that maybe he thought he was going to get.
Stella needs to get some big hits for this team. He had some earlier in the year. I don't know if he's had a whole lot lately.
See if he can square one up here with his team down 3. And that is a ball 3 that misses badly upstairs.
Yeah,
So
he was trying to float one. He was trying to do what Manny Ray did last inning and float one and didn't quite get the zone.
So are you sitting 3-1 fastball here?
Well, I don't think you. Well, yeah, I would imagine you've got to be, right?
Yep.
Comes
He missed
down
with it,
in the
though.
dirt. Bases are loaded, and now you've got
Andrew
Gorham.
Gorham.
The right fielder from Tulane University.
Gorham.
Hit it well to left last time out.
Gorham,
Did
the
he?
game-winning hit on opening night, the home opener, signed out of the tryouts, and then when all the players, the other late players arrived in late June, he was going to be basically an emergency player, but he's stuck on the roster.
Well, Toll has given his fielders the inning off, with the exception of his catcher. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts to get to this point with bases loaded. 2 down for Andrew
He's up
Gorham.
0-1.
Very
John,
hard
I'm
hit, and
telling
very
you,
foul.
I'll tell you something, especially with men on base, with this baseball team. I don't think I've ever seen a team getting more 0-2 counts than this team. It is amazing. They are always in 0-2 counts, especially with runners in scoring position like they are now.
You've seen it all. Ground ball left side, speared by the third baseman,
Second
Hughes.
time in a row he's made that play.
To end the inning and save a couple of runs.
Yeah, that's
Gorham grounds out sharply to the third baseman unassisted. And we go to the top of the 4th, 5-1. The Silver Knights trail the Pittsfield Suns in the regular season finale. We're live on NashuaETV if you're watching it on Saturday, August 4th of 2018. Tom had painted the playoff picture a little bit earlier. We probably got some new viewers though.
well, Nashua is in the playoffs. It's just a question of whether they finish 5th, where they are now, or whether they drop to 6th. If they drop to 6th, they go to Bristol, Connecticut on Monday night for a play-in game, first-round game. It's a one-and-done, single elimination. If they finish 5th, they are a game ahead of Pittsfield plus percentage points ahead of the Suns right now.
Yeah.
If they win this game, they clinch 5th. If they lose it, they still are in 5th place, but they'll need to win tomorrow, or Pittsfield will have to lose, one or the other.
Yeah.
And if they do finish 5th, they get a shorter trip just down the road to Campanelli Stadium.
In
Brockton.
Brockton. Yeah. And so as we broadcast this on August 4th, the calendar would show Monday, Tuesday. It would be the 7th, would it? Wednesday the 7th?
Wednesday the 7th. If they win
Was
the
it Wednesday
Monday,
the 8th?
if they if they
It's
win
Wednesday
the,
the 8th, I'm
if
sorry.
they win the Monday playoff game,
It would be Wednesday the 8th, Tom.
that would be their
Home game?
in the semifinal series. But we're
Okay.
way ahead of ourselves here, John.
Well,
They've got to prove
Just yeah, they do have a lot of baseball
They've
to play.
got a lot of
but just for
baseball
the
to play.
Silver Knights fans, it's a hopeful date on the
hopeful
calendar.
home date on the calendar, but
Yeah.
otherwise tonight would be the last one. At least
Right.
they are in the playoffs, and I'll tell you what, it just didn't look like that was going to happen. They were 2.5 games behind North Shore back on July 21.
And guess what? If my short-term memory serves me, Wednesday night, thunderstorms in the forecast.
That's what Rick Montini, the general manager, told us. Yes.
It's just it's not surprising though. It's just the way it's been going. So Pat Maybach working in relief.
Just winning that game, though,
0-2.
that first game, just gives them. They don't have to go on the road tomorrow for a must-win, and that's huge. I
Yeah.
think that was everybody was pointing to. It looked like that was going to be the case at some point, that they probably end up getting down to, needing to win that game. The winner of them and again North Shore would get in. Now Pittsfield is in danger of missing, although they'll probably clinch a spot, I think, tonight if they win this second game.
They seem to be playing with that sense of purpose.
Right, and you can tell Nashua's playing, but I mean, still, they're a little bit relaxed.
And retiring the number 9 hitter
Maybach's
with the
not.
strikeout.
He's got something to prove.
Yeah.
You know?
And now he gets to prove it against the top of the Pittsfield order. As the leadoff man Alex White comes up, he's 1 for 2.
I think if you were to talk to B.J. Neverett, he would tell you that some of the changes he would want to make for next year, he would probably want to bring in an experienced catcher who can take charge of the game and is very good defensively. They've had problems with the catching position all summer long. Caparise has probably helped them out more there than they thought, but he didn't arrive till late, and there were a lot of mistakes made before he got here.
Maybach kicks and throws. It's a roundhouse curve for strike 1, mixing his pitches well. Alex White of Pittsfield from West Hartford, Connecticut.
And I think you'd also want to stabilize the shortstop position right at the start with a veteran, rather than wait for a player that like Cody Morissette to come and take it over. Morissette didn't arrive until well after the team was 10 games below 500.
The 1-1. Grounded back to the pitcher.
Yeah, see, this is the Maybach that they knew that they had until he got hurt. And boy, you really hope they could make a deep run so this guy gets a chance to contribute something, because he certainly is a good pitcher.
Tom Hughes, who's had a nice game defensively so far at third base for Pittsfield, batting for the 3rd time. He reached on an error his first time and grounded back to the pitcher. 0 for 2 officially. Hughes batting in the 2 spot in the order with an average of 153. Maybach working ahead in the count. Here comes the 0-1.
Nice pitch. Look at that, see?
He's got good command of that curve right now.
He's got good command, period, I think. You know, I mean, the other night he struggled a little bit, but he wasn't that bad. You could see the stuff was there. He just didn't really, hadn't pitched in a long time.
And he came back with the curveball, but more in the sweet spot that time for Hughes.
If you're going to throw the same pitch again, you've got to make sure the location is not in anybody's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Shortstop, Babson College, number 5, Brian McHale.
So I think in the offseason, when BJ puts together his team again, he'll try to get a established shortstop that he can try to grab and probably limit the high school players. I think that's one of the things he's going to try to do. I mean, not jump at the chance to take them as he has in the past.
Brian McHale, the Pittsfield shortstop, is 1 for 2. He started the rally in the 3rd inning when Pittsfield got 2 runs with a leadoff single. He ended up getting cut down in a rundown between home and third base. The 1-0. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Now it's McHale, the 3-hitter for Pittsfield, who's in the driver's seat. And the record shows McHale knows what to do with it, batting .300 on the season, including 14 doubles and a homer in 40 games played. The 2-0 pitch is on the way from Pat Maybach. Strike 1 on the outside corner, just above the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Suns, and 1 run and 3 hits, and a glaring 5 errors charged to the Silver Knights defense through the first 3 innings of play. Gets handcuffed on that inside fastball and ends up fighting it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brian McHale. He's from Ramsey, New Jersey. Plays for Babson.
2-2 here. You got to be careful.
Maybach Kicks and throws. Runner goes on first move and it gets fouled
I'm
back.
not worried about the runner. I'm really not. A 5-1 game, I'm worried about the hitter. He's the third out. I don't want to keep throwing over there. Maybe once.
Good point.
But I still think in this situation, it's not a close game yet. I mean, it's 5-1. Worry about getting the third out, getting your team back up at the plate with a chance to get some runs.
And Maybach certainly was doing that as he was going right after McHale. If he didn't swing at that, it would have been call strike 3. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Keep half an eye on the runner, see if he goes again. He does not. Foul to the right.
Okay, so now Maybach's going to need something to put this guy away.
Yeah.
Straight fastball, I don't think I'd go with the curve.
Well, he seems to be at 2 pitches right now, Tom.
Right.
He's been fastball and curveball and fouling them both off. But, if he hits a spot with that fastball, maybe inside and low at the knees, he could probably get the out. But it's a question of hitting that spot. And it looks like Baudet may be setting up in there. It goes back door.
Oh, look at that.
And he serves it in down the line. They may be thinking about trying to score him, and they are waving. Now they stop him. A double with 2 outs. Nice hitting by Brian McHale.
Great piece of hitting. They went to the outer part of the plate.
I disagreed with the pitch call.
Yeah, I don't like that location at all. Yep.
Yeah, because he was pretty comfortable poking that the other way. I was thinking fastball down and in. Not all right-handed hitters can handle that.
John, there's the experience of catching. You've got to have somebody take charge of that game.
Good 2-out, 2-strike hitting by Brian McHale prompts a mound visit from Kyle Jackson, the Silver Knights pitching coach, as Pittsfield threatening to go up by even more runs here. They're up 5-1 in the top of the 4th inning of a 7-inning game. So Tom Hughes at third, Brian McHale at second, and the batter will be Dylan Faircloth, who has doubled and scored and popped up to second base.
North Lake Community College, number 14, Dylan Faircloth.
From the windup comes Pat Maybach, and he throws it in the dirt for ball 1. Faircloth, 6 feet, 200-pounder from Cleveland, Texas. There is a Cleveland in Texas. Plays for North Lake Community College.
Boy, he looked great the first 2 hitters, 9 and 1, and now he meets the order, and he's got to pitch.
Proving pretty tough here, Pat Maybach. The 1-0. Look out past the base coach and scatters some of the Silver Knights pitchers in the bullpen seating area. They do have a pitcher warming up down there as our attention is brought that way. As a right-hander. The 1-1 pitch is forthcoming to Dylan Faircloth, who has a chance to come up with a 2-out, 2-run base hit. Low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Salve Regina University is where Pat Maybach does
Down in Rhode Island.
pitching in Rhode Island. That misses.
Newport.
Nice area, huh?
And they have football.
They have football team?
Yes, they do.
3 balls and 1 strike. Maybach.
Well, he was rolling until he
has
just tried
first
to get
base
too
empty.
cute with a curve.
Wow, that was a pretty good pitch to hit, but no offer at all.
No, not at all.
From the cleanup hitter Faircloth, and that's kind of a break for the Silver Knights. And I'll tell you what, I bet you Faircloth thought there's no way he's going to throw me that pitch.
Right.
And he wasn't ready for it. He was expecting the walk.
So now let's see what we get here. Yeah, Maybach doesn't look like he's
They're going to bust him in.
Yeah, well, you'd hope that's what they should be calling. They did, and he got it. And that's the pitch they should have thrown the last hitter. But he escaped.
He
with
escapes.
No runs,
Yep.
2 hits. There were no errors. 2 men left on. We've played 3.5. of a 7-inning game. It's 5-1 Suns.
Everyone would turn their attention to the top of the home dugout. We have another round of chuck-a-ball. I have 4 competitors here. What's your name?
Aiden.
Your name?
Connor.
Connor, you've played this before, right?
Yep.
You were pretty close to make it in, right?
Yep.
You're gonna get it this time?
Yep.
And your name? Haley. What brings you out to Holman tonight, Haley? Baseball. All right. And your name?
Alexandra.
All right, Alexander, birthday girl, you gonna win this one? All right. We'll start with you since you're the birthday girl. Go ahead, throw one. Close. All right, Haley, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Connor. Oh, all right, Aiden, go ahead. All right, Alexander, back to you. Oh, all right, Haley. Not even close. All right, go ahead, Connor. Nope. Come on, Aiden. All right, another unsuccessful round of chuck-a-ball. Congratulations, guys.
Leading off for the Silver Knights, the third baseman from Monmouth University, number 23, Max Goyon.
Max Goyon will be the leadoff batter for the Silver Knights as we move along to the bottom of the 4th inning in a 7-inning contest. Facing the Pittsfield starter, Ryan Toll, who throws strike 1, a breaking ball to Goyon. Another breaking ball misses, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, you want to go over the Bristol and Rocks games with Nashua?
Go ahead.
All right, let's see.
Fouled into the mid. 1 and 2.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Tom.
Nashua's 4 and 6 against Brockton.
So they'd be the underdogs in a matchup with
Well, they'd be the
Brockton.
underdogs anyway. They're the lower seed. So, and they are 2 and 4 against Bristol.
2-2 pitch to Goyon.
And
3
if
and
I'm
2.
not mistaken, all right, they've got 1 and 2. They're 1 and 4 in Brockton. And at Bristol,
Winless.
you got it, 0 and 3.
Yeah, not friendly territory.
No.
Either one, but
So, but the last time they played the Rocks, they swept them in a doubleheader here on July 29th. This was last Sunday
yeah?
night.
Yeah,
I was here.
that late season surge that the Silver Knights are known for.
Yep, exactly.
And also, they've had some playoff runs. Just have to get in, you never know. Teddy Baudet's up there after the leadoff walk to Max Goyon.
And they're in, so we'll see what happens. But this is a league dominated by Martha's Vineyard and Worcester. And
This
Worcester,
season, yep.
did not have a good year last year, but they are having a good year this year. They're the 2nd seed, locked in.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you'd be shocked if it wasn't a Worcester and Martha's Vineyard final.
Well, anything in this league, just look at last year. Who would have expected the finals to be where they were last year?
Right? We were saying that.
Bristol was primed to be there, and Nashua beat them in 2 straight games.
Yeah.
As the 5th seed. Worcester was the 6th seed. So you theoretically,
yeah.
under the same premise, these could be the 2 teams in the finals.
True. It's a volatile mix of lineup at the end of the
But
season.
what
for these
happens
guys.
is that a lot of the teams lose their players.
Right. And it
because
changes.
they've got to leave early and they make changes, and,
Yep.
and the talent level isn't the same. I don't think that's the case with either Martha's Vineyard or Worcester this year. I think some of their best players are still going to be around.
The biggest reason that Ryan Towle, the Pittsfield starter, has given up only 1 run, a lot of
Toll,
1-2
John,
counts.
Toll.
Toll.
My mother is rolling over.
Sorry, Toll. The reason Ryan Toll has given up only 1 run, a lot of 1-2 counts, getting ahead of the hitters. It's 2-2 now to Baudet, the number 9 hitter. Did single his first time up for the Silver Knights as Goyon takes a modest lead down at first.
We've seen that before from Toll. High pitches when he wants to take something off it and misses the zone by a lot.
He struggled with his control a bit last inning. Let's see if that continues. He's in danger of walking the first 2 batters in a row here in the 4th. Ball 4. And that was the 8 and 9 hitters in the lineup that he walked to lead off the inning. So here comes a visit from the Pittsfield dugout.
Number 1, Lou Tyree.
Tyree has lined out to left and struck out. 2 at-bats tonight against Toll.
Yes, Cherry's on deck, and Cherry, when I was told when they Justin Cherry, who pitched to Jim here on Sunday, I was told when they signed him that he could be a position player for them as well as a pitcher and can hit.
And he's on deck?
Yes.
Number 38. That'll be interesting.
Bad for Cormier. I wonder if something's wrong with Cormier.
Cormier, who tripled and scored the only run of the game for the Silver Knights.
I don't agree with the bunt there. This team's not good enough with runners in scoring position to do that.
I think he was bunting for a hit.
Well, Tyree's got the speed to do it.
Yeah.
I think you're right, too, because that was a little bit hard. Yep.
Yeah, probably did it on his own. The 0-1 forthcoming from Ryan Toll.
Cormier's a good bunter. I saw it. He bunted with 2 strikes the other night.
Of course, BJ's probably hoping that Tyree gets on base and his pinch hitter galore, he can tie it with 1 swing if you're scripting it. However, Tyree down in the count, 0-2 after watching the 2 batters before him take walks. Bouncing back here is Toll. Just missed the plate. That was, I think, a bodily flinch I saw from the home plate umpire. Was about to call Tyree out looking for the 2nd time in this game and thought otherwise after a beat. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Silver Knights center fielder, Luke Tyree. Foul straight back to the screen. In the absence of bat boys, Justin Cherry retrieves that. Justin Cherry's got the flow going, huh?
Yeah.
Long hair's back. You notice that? For some
yeah,
people?
Spencer Bergeron. He's got it too. I can't tell the 2 of them
Jake
apart.
LaBelle has got long hair.
Yeah, LaBelle, that's right. You got 3 of them on this team.
Grounded over the mound on a high hop. Steps on second, throws the first, not in time. And nice play by the first baseman for the Suns. Sprawling for that one was Dave Matthews on the throw from Brian
You would
McHale.
expect Tyree to be able to beat a ball like that out.
Yeah. So it's a fielder's choice. Tyree's aboard. And here is Justin Cherry. We're going to get to see him, the mostly pitcher, sometimes position player bat. Lefty hitter.
Good swing. Got a good one.
Yeah. Down by 4 runs. Wants to keep the rally going, number 1. And he's checking in with a home plate umpire.
So what do you think, John? Should I grow my hair long?
Yeah, go for it.
Why not?
You might have to buy a wig.
I got one of those.
Jake LaBelle did the, by the way, when he hit that home run in game 1, he did the Bryce Harper, which is take your helmet off just after you cross home plate and shake your head.
Yep.
Just shake it back and forth.
Right.
Unleash the flow. Inside, and the runner's coming. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he is out.
Ouch.
And with a 4-run deficit, not a play you want to make.
No, not a play you want to make, and BJ Everett threw the helmet down.
Max Goyon is caught trying to take home on a wild pitch. He is out at the plate.
It's going to be called caught stealing there.
Yeah, caught stealing. 2-1. Oh, 1-2-1 actually. If you want to talk about the pitch.
Watch, Cherry will get a hit.
Is that
driving a
1-2-1
run?
or is it 2-1? It's probably 2-1. I don't think you.
2-1.
I don't think you call it the pitch.
No, you don't call the pitch.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1.
Caught stealing.
Instead of the old 1-2, it's the old 2-1. Baiting the runner to try to score and then out at home.
Well, it's a good job by Toll to come in there and cover the base.
Yeah. Two out.
Because a
Man,
lot of
second.
pitchers might, hesitate
Yeah.
and lament the fact, geez, But he came running in.
Yeah. Got a late break.
Yep.
And it cost him. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike
Yes.
on Justin Cherry.
He did get a late break. There's no question about it. He hesitated.
3-1. How many home runs do you think Justin Cherry hit in Little League? I'm guessing a ton.
Yeah, I think so too. But more than Jake LaBelle, I don't think so.
No, right. 3-1 is down.
So we don't
Ball
get to
4.
see the guy swing the bat. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. 3 walks in the inning for Toll, and he may get out of it unscathed. It depends. It depends on Cody Morissette, who walked and struck out so far tonight. FC fielder's choice. So speedy runner at second, Tyree. Cherry at first, not sure how fast he runs. And the big swing and a foul back.
And an
Tom?
0-2 count. Telling you.
Karnak, the magnificent.
Telling
0-2 count, scoring position. And you know what? It shouldn't be 0-2 if you square that up and put it in play. You get a base hit on 0-1, right? But that was, you said that's been a
0-2.
bugaboo for the Silver Knights this season.
Yeah, well, Cody said before the game, after the game one, he had trouble with his timing because they hadn't played in a couple of days because of the rain yesterday. They rained out yesterday. Wow, good
Waste
job by the
pitch.
catcher to save that ball
Yeah.
because that would have put runners in scoring position in second and third.
Yeah, you'd think. With Tyree's
Yeah,
speed,
would've.
yeah.
No, Tyree wouldn't have scored. I mean, he just would have been in second.
Right.
Third. Would have gone to the
I
corner.
was going to make a joke about a trick play, to bait him into going to third with 2 outs, and throw him out, but he would have made it. In the dirt, 2-2. Breaking ball that time from Toll.
Should be Berardino on deck.
Yes, the cleanup hitter, Ryan Berardino. I would love the bat in this inning. No runs in yet for the Silver Knights, despite the 3 walks issued by Toll. Big swing, and it's going to make the seats. I believe.
Yes, lucky for them.
Third
3
row.
rows in. Got to shorten up that swing with 2 strikes. Of course, easy for me to say. I was never any good. Barely played the game.
Well, it took a minor leaguer, major leaguer, Mark DeShane, to shut you down.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, he threw splitters.
Splitters.
He did. That ball tailed every time. That's going to drop, I think.
Sinker, left field, long run, and a catch is
They
made.
were playing
by
him right. They were playing him right. He was in about 5 steps, I think, from where he normally might play. Beat the left-handed hitter up.
Yeah.
And makes that play. So
Alex White, who is the leadoff batter in the Pittsfield order, shows off that speed as he runs down the blooper to left for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, a disappointing inning to say the least for the Silver Knights. And we go to the top of the 5th, 5-1. The Pittsfield Suns lead the Silver Knights here on a Saturday, August 4 of 2018. The home regular season finale for Nashua.
Reigning champ, I believe, right? You're gonna take home the gold. All right, and your name? Here, you're gonna be able to meet your
August 4 is the birthday of Roger Clemens and John Farrell, both 56 years old today.
All right, I like to hear it.
The Rocket, and I don't know if John Farrell had a nickname. I don't believe it. I know it.
Ready, set,
If he
go.
did have one.
1,
The skipper
2,
of one of the Red Sox World Series champions.
4, 5, go. All right, I think Adam took
See,
the win on that one.
Adam, who won that
Congratulations.
dizzy bat race, he's one of those kids that likes to get on the teacups at Storyland, who would totally make me violently ill, but no problem for Adam on that dizzy bat race win.
Attendance for the first game, because it has to go back to that Friday when
Oh.
it started. It was over 1,700. Over 1,700. Attendance for game number 2 is 1,430.
Sweet. So to the top of the 5th inning we go. And Pat Maybach, the Silver Knights relief pitcher, is out of there. And we have a right-hander into the game for Nashua. And it is number 29? Is that a 9, Tim? 29.
Leading off for the Suns, first baseman.
That is
Connecticut, number 20, Dave Matthews.
Plord Norcross pitching for the Silver Knights here in the 5th. From Auburn, Maine, and the University of Hartford. In relief duty, trying to hold Pittsfield where they are. The Suns leading 5-1 as they bat in the 5th inning of a 7-inning game.
swing.
Well, he didn't get not cheated. He did not get cheated. Dave
No.
Matthews. Dave Matthews trying to drum that one over the wall. The Dave Matthews band of teammates in this inning includes Chad Shade and Vicente Mendoza due up, and he grounds out sharply to the second baseman.
Center fielder.
Nate Cormier. Actually, Justin Cherry not only came in to hit for Nate Cormier, he is playing second base.
That's got to be one of the tallest second basemen I've ever seen.
I know. The first tall second baseman I ever saw in my life was Dwayne Kuiper
Oh, from the Indians.
for the Indians.
Yeah.
And I saw him make one of the greatest catches I've still ever seen in my life in right field in Fenway. Going horizontal to catch a ball just inside the right field line, and I mean way down the right
Stretched
field
it
line.
out?
In Fenway, yep. Robbed somebody of a double or a triple. I don't even know how he got out there. He's a crusty old broadcaster now. You
Yes.
look at the guy, you would never know what a tremendous athlete
It's
he
amazing
was.
when you see some of these bucks. I have the package too, and I watch some of these guys. And it's amazing when you see them. Don't recognize them at all.
Yeah. It's like
The one you
another.
really don't recognize is Gibson.
Which Gibson?
Kirk.
Gibson. Oh, wow, yeah.
He
doesn't-
has Parkinson's.
He does have Parkinson's.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a really good article about him in
Yeah, I read it.
recent Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah.
You know, we had Shark Week
I mean, he
night
was-
the other night here, and
But I mean, think of the stuff that he did
yeah,
back then. I mean, a lot of that article focused on what a raucous locker room guy
Oh
he
my
was,
gosh.
especially to the female media.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
You know, we had Shark Week, the Martha Vineyard Sharks in here the other night,
Yeah.
Tom, when Jason and I did a game. And I came up with the Quint equivalent of the movie Jaws is Kirk Gibson. If you had to
Yeah.
make a baseball movie and make
That's him.
cast Quint,
Yep.
yeah, because you're right, not politically correct.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and also
But you'd want him on
ready
your
to
team.
mix it up. Yeah, you did when you going after the Shack. Oh, a leadoff walk, not what the implored Norcross and the Silver Knights won it here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, let's put it this way. If Kirk Gibson was in the bullpen, he would have ripped the phone out.
Yeah.
It's like Quint did in the boat.
50 years ago today, they dedicated the statue for Stan Musial in St. Louis.
St. Louis Cardinals don't look like they're playing that badly after they made the managerial change.
Yeah.
There goes the runner.
There's the throw to second.
Way out. And I'll tell you what,
it's going to put him on third.
Again, I just Baudet has not caught that much this year for this team.
Oh, no. Throw to home is not in time.
That's just
2
horrible.
errors on the play.
That is just horrible.
6-1 lead. So not an auspicious
Nonchalant,
approach to the playoffs for the Silver Knights here.
Nonchalanting that ball in center field was Tyree. He didn't come after it right away.
2 errors on that one play added to the 5 they've already got. A 7-error contest so far.
He got on by a walk or a base hit?
He got on by a walk.
Walk. And then 2 errors. Yep.
Yeah, he walked to the leadoff batter. So 0-1 pitch to the backstop.
That stuff's not going to fly.
No.
They will be talked to after this game, and maybe that's they'll go down to North Shore with a sense of purpose to try to finish 5th.
So 1 out in the inning. Vicente Mendoza, the batter. He has reached on an error and singled 1 for 2. He was the player that was cut down at home on, it's hard to believe it, but there was a defensive gem in this game, and it was a throw by Jeff Costello from the field.
No, you're right. 5 errors.
Yes, like Willy Wonka would say, a lone jewel is shining in the night.
Yes.
Whatever he said.
And it is night now.
Out of an ugly assortment of errors. Somewhere some Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory fans are aghast that I totally botched up that quote. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch coming.
Kind of, sort of.
That's when he gives back the gobstopper at the end.
No, I never saw it.
Willy
I
Wonka.
never saw it.
Wow, you are
Deprived.
cultureless.
No, John, I just didn't have any kids. See, you had to see that stuff because you had kids.
No, I saw it as a kid. Right, Tim? You with me on that? I saw it as a
Welcome to the Chocolate Factory.
See, I guess Tom just was like, he was just hatched as an adult, I guess.
No, but I mean, you see, they replay those on HBO all the time.
They
so you
do.
watch them for your
That's one of my favorite movies of all kid time.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
I didn't buy any of that stuff. I didn't buy any of that stuff.
Was Albertson doing
Didn't
the
buy
dance with
into
him?
any of that
the
fantasy
golden
stuff.
ticket? No?
Give me Dr. Smith and Lost in Space all the time, and I was ready to go.
Yeah, the reality stuff. Dr.
Exactly.
Smith and Lost
That's
in
the
Space.
stuff that really matters,
The stuff that
Because
actually
they're
happened.
out there, John Collins. They are up there, and they are out there somewhere.
Oh, my gosh. You got him going on a tangent.
Will Robinson is floating around somewhere in space.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yep.
I have placed Tom King on a Lost in Space rant. Good show, though. Love that, too. Big swing and a miss. That was not really near the plate, although he was hunting fastball, was Simeon. He's checking with the umpire whether that was a strike, and I'm pretty sure the answer was no. Severino Simeon hit by a pitch and scored a run and struck out. 2 plate appearances tonight. 0-2 count. Implored Norcross. And he got Simeon to chase there.
He got floored.
2 out. Yeah.
Chasing an outside fastball.
Fairfield University, number 13, Brett Morrison.
He's still steaming.
Come
with that?
on.
Come on. You should. You know what? You
By the way,
two things you got to watch now. You got to watch the Chocolate Factory, the original.
No.
Oh, it's just a brilliant job. Gene Wilder. How can you deny him his greatest
I
performance?
saw him in some of the other stuff. He's
All right.
good in the other stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
And you have to watch. It's only like a 1-minute video. Nolan Ryan versus
Oh
Robin
yeah,
Ventura.
that's right. Okay.
Fantastic stuff.
Right. I'll look for it when I go home, maybe after I get out of the pool.
I'm just interested to know how many views it's got. It's got to be around 10 million.
By the way, I found a new dessert delight in Maine while I was away.
Do you know the establishment's name? Can we?
I don't know the establishment's name.
How am I going to find it?
But they sold. Well, it's not on the menu. They sold it. They sold it, in a separate area.
What was it?
Blueberry,
Taffy?
vanilla blueberry fudge.
Fudge.
Oh.
Really?
I mean, I love blueberries, so it's out of this.
None of which you brought to share with the team.
No, because I only got a half a pound.
Oh, was it expensive? I bet it was. Was
God,
that
there's
good?
nothing cheap in Maine this time of year.
Yeah, no. Blueberry vanilla fudge? I bet I could look that up too.
I bet you
I
could.
could track it down because
I bet you
you're
could.
probably not the only one that enjoyed it.
No.
And recommended it. It was what part of Maine you go to?
Went to a Gunquit.
Agunquit, Maine. All right. The Education Channel strikes again. We can all hunt that down.
Yep.
And write a summer report about
Exactly.
Tom King's
Look
favorite
that up.
dessert.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, I still have it. I still have some.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pittsfield Suns trying to add to their 6-1 lead here in the 5th. The runner goes. Bodette throws
That's
a good one,
throw.
and he's out.
Nice throw by Bodette.
Wow.
He knew it, and he
A
started
gem.
running to the dugout.
Yeah.
That's the confidence of a catcher. And I'll tell you what, if you
Take that in the playoffs.
get him catching tonight and get him catching tomorrow, and
Yep.
get him get him used to playing regularly again.
Yep.
And there you go.
You see-
That's what you want to see.
You see Kyle Jackson coaching up Plord Norcross as he comes off the field. So to the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Not impossible, but long odds here for the Silver Knights to come back and try to make a game out of this one. Trailing by 5 runs. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. A scheduled 7-inning game. From some T-shirts. It's a pretty live slingshot here. Looks like they got some good range on it. Yeah, that thing's high-powered. Oh, they had 2 T-shirts though, so the camera's not in danger. I was gonna say, it looks like they could reach it up here. So we have a new pitcher into the game for the Pittsfield Suns. He wears number 12, and well, speaking as a fogey, I'd say he could be about 12. Young in the face.
From Felician College, number 12, Kyle O'Neill.
Kyle O'Neill, number 12, is 5'9", 165 pounds, listed as from West Islip, New York, and Felician College. Gotta look that up. Felician College, where is that? Is it named after Jose Feliciano? Doubt it. But it is Felician College. He's got a live arm, tell you what, maybe 5'8" or 9, but he's getting up there in the high 80s. O'Neill is heading into his sophomore season at Felician College. It is a private 4-year university in Lodi, New Jersey. It's not a college, it's a university. Felician University on the website. It says college on the roster. That is incorrect. A Catholic Franciscan college in New Jersey. Affordable degree programs for undergraduate, graduate, and working adults continuing their education. Let's get some quick facts about Felician College. Founded as Immaculate Conception Normal School in 1923 by the Felician Sisters of Lodi, New Jersey. They began offering 4-year degrees as Felician College in 1967. They changed the name to Felician University in 2015. Enrollment 2,130. So it's very much like the size of the college I went to in Maine, Colby. And here is probably Felician's ace pitcher, Kyle O'Neill, as he falls behind in the count quickly. 2 balls and no strikes to Ryan Berardino, the first baseman for the Silver Knights, draws leadoff duty. A 3-hopper to the second baseman, and easy play for Brett Morrison.
The designated hitter from NYIT, number 21.
1 up, 1 down in the Silver Knights 5th, and here's Jake LaBelle, the big home run threat, who cannot hit a grand slam in this situation. He's batting with nobody on base. 1 out here in the 5th inning, and so maybe Pittsfield will pitch to him. There is a contrast in size here, to say the least, between pitcher and batter. Breaking ball over the inside corner. O'Neill front doored LaBelle there for strike 1. LaBelle outweighs O'Neill by approximately 150 pounds. He actually went for that. Looked like a slider of some sort, or a cut fastball at 76. And went to the backstop, but LaBelle finds himself down 0-2 against O'Neill, as they will reset. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Late action, late movement on that pitch by O'Neill, and LaBelle goes down swinging.
The left fielder.
So 2 quick outs here in the 5th, and here's Jeff Costello, who has walked and reached on a fielder's choice, so he's been on base a couple of times. Trying to get a 2-out rally started here with his team down by 5 in the 5th inning of a 7-inning game. That's way outside. So saw O'Neill warming up, throwing gas up in 87-mile-an-hour range, but he has not featured that since the inning began. Some effective off-speed stuff, and there's another one on the outside corner. 1-1. Like kind of a slurve that O'Neill is featuring. That's 88 on the outside corner. You talk about a contrast in speeds. That is a live arm. Well, not a big guy. And throwing the bat as he flails at that breaking ball. Wow, very impressive 1-2-3 inning for Kyle O'Neill. And we go to the top of the 6th. 6-1, the Suns lead the Silver Knights here at Holman Stadium.
If everyone would turn their attention to the top of the home dugout, I have another round of Chucky's movie trivia. I'm here with our contestant. What's your name?
Movie trivia.
My name is Morgan. All right, Morgan, are you excited to be out here? Not really, to be honest, but sure. All right, do you watch a lot of movies? Yeah. All right, well, if you get this question correct, then you do win 2 free tickets to the movies and some free popcorn. So that's pretty exciting, right? Oh, yeah. All right, let's see that clip.
See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. All these rules, you think they'll save you? That's the rule you'll have to break to know the truth, which is the only sensible way to live in this world is without rule.
All right, Morgan. For 2 free tickets to the movies, what was that movie? It was Batman. Batman is correct. Congratulations.
Hey fans, the Buffalo Wild Wings Wild Man tonight is seated in lower box 104, row J, seat 22. Go to the ticket
I
office
thought I
for
heard
tickets
somebody say the Red Sox won 4-1 tonight, which would have been the exact same score that they won on Friday night. It was, I think, a 15-4 victory on Thursday night, so they're threatening to sweep the Yankees at Fenway Park with only the Sunday night contest remaining. So good work by the Boston Red Sox. To the top of the 6th inning we go of a 7-inning game. And do we have yet another new pitcher into the game for the Silver Knights?
Fairfield University, number 13, Brett Morrison.
Brett Morrison will lead off for Pittsfield. And Casey Candiotti, the pitcher on the mound now for Nashua, number 31. 5'11", 165-pounder from Scottsdale, Arizona. You think it's been hot around here lately. Casey's hometown, blistering 110 average, I think, this time of year. 100 at night. Casey, 19 years old, won't turn 20 until October 6th. Pitches for St. Mary's University, where he's entering his sophomore season. Look out. That one hits the facade of the luxury boxes here at Holman Stadium and bounds down back into the first row. Is that low fog I see over there? Strike 3. Casey Candiotti comes into the game and strikes out Morrison, the first batter that he faces. 1 out in the 6th. Morrison, 3 Ks in the game in that 9th spot in the order, not able to put the ball in play. And yes, there is low clouds, and I mean low fog, coming into the game. And I think if you look carefully in the trees beyond left field, you can see Vincent Price is here in spirit. To quote Tom King, who's Vincent Price? No, I'm sure he knows. Overspin at third, a long throw, and not able to make that scoop. Goyoni. It's got to be number 8 in the error column for the Silver Knights. Has got to be a season high. 9:02 on the clock. And the fog is rolling in, and Goyoni has had a very tough game at third base. The good that you can take out of it, go on to the next game and clean the slate. Very high and hard and deep to left. Back is Costello, makes the catch at the edge of the warning track. A loud out by Pittsfield.
Shortstop from Babson College, number 5, Brian McHale.
Thomas Hughes with a deep fly to left for the second out of the inning. Sorry, there was a leadoff strikeout by the 9-hitter Morrison, followed by Alex White reaching on the error at third. Brian McHale, the 3-hitter for Pittsfield, has had a good game. He is 2 for 3 with a double. Big swing, and he fouls it back to the screen. The fog's so thick here, it almost looks like they just had a fireworks display outside the stadium, and the residual effect is rolling in here. It's not hindering anybody's view of the game or the players. That one gets up the arm and goes behind Bodette, and to second base into scoring position with 2 outs goes Alexander White, who's got great speed. Anything off the bat, he'll be off on contact and has a chance to score now with the 3-hitter McHale at the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to count on Pittsfield, one of Pittsfield's best hitters. Brian McHale, who is swinging and hits it far down the right field line, foul. You can see there's more bullpen activity for the Silver Knights here in this home regular season finale as we make our way toward the final frame, a 7-inning contest scheduled.
Guess I'll sit here and play with your phone. Who do you not want me to call?
Yeah, right. You can play with your phone.
Now mine's plugged in because I need to keep it charged so it will serve as my hotspot. Take a look right now as the love is gone. You don't know whether this is the last time you'll see it or not if they don't win that that first playoff game. New pitcher for Pittsfield.
Yeah. Birthday tonight. This one, I just threw this in here to make myself feel old because I used to see this guy play at Fenway Park and we used to make fun of his name. Johnny Grubb.
Johnny Grubb.
You remember Johnny Grubb?
Former San Diego Padre.
Correct.
Yes, yep.
Johnny Grubb, a 16-year major league outfielder with the Padres.
Giants? You play with the Giants?
Not the Giants.
No.
3 more American League teams, though.
Texas?
Texas is one of them.
So, yeah.
He was with the Indians and also the
Was with the Indians? No, I don't
Tigers.
think so. Tigers. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Grubb with 2 B's.
I'll tell you what. Maybe.
Turned 70 today. 7-0.
I'll tell you what.
Yep.
Okay. And think about this. If you played with Texas, the odds are at some point in your career you played with Cleveland. It always seemed that way in the 70s and 80s.
They had a lot
They
of
had
crossover.
a lot of
crossover.
players. A lot
Hargrove, number 1, right?
Oh, yeah, the top one right there.
Hargrove, yeah.
You know, it just seemed as if you played for one, you ended up playing for the other because losing just followed you everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
Buddy Bell, didn't he play for the Indians and
yeah,
Texas?
He played for Indians was his original team.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Those are the most famous names I can remember. You're right.
I believe he was a trade deadline deal with Texas at some point.
He used to kill the Red Sox.
And Bell was a manager.
Yeah.
Managed the Reds.
Yeah. And his son David played. And Andrew Gorham, big left-handed batter, gets leadoff duty for the Silver Knights in a game that's been a nightmare defensively for Nashua. I mean, they've given up 6 hits, but 8 errors are the story. And meanwhile, it's been a well-pitched game by the Suns. Let's see if they have the same pitcher in there or if it's somebody different. First pitch swinging, Gorham rips one right at the first baseman. And stepping on the bag is Dave Matthews. Do you know any Dave Matthews songs? I know they're a big deal.
Yeah, just the typical you hear all the time.
Oh.
I don't know.
He gets that all the time.
You want me to sing, John?
Oh, no.
I doubt it.
You know who's a good singer, though? Is Jason Roby. He sang that Jaws thing where Quint sings in the bowels of the
Lady
ship.
Maid or whatever it is. Yeah,
he
exactly.
nailed that, even with the Quint accent.
Did he really?
It was impressive.
My goodness.
Yep. He says, "What line do you want from Jaws? I got it all."
And to think I missed that on vacation. I should have canceled my vacation.
You can YouTube it. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, you're right.
Find it. I wish I knew what inning I could reference for you.
Yeah, because I don't think I could take 8 innings.
Oh, the Shark Week references were flying. I mean, the name of the pitcher was White, and White's been great tonight at Shark Night.
Great White.
Great White, yeah. It was just too numerous.
Was this the Pittsfield game that got rained? You know,
no, it was the Martha's Vineyard game versus Nashua.
Oh, wow, okay.
I think you might have been here, but you were busy.
No, I wasn't here.
He was on vacation that night? He was there. Okay, yeah.
I wasn't here.
No, he wasn't here.
I would have bugged you if I was here.
Yeah, that's right.
Jason is multi-talented. Not only
he's an author,
good coach, author,
children's book author.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always wanted to have a media, something in media at some point.
Yeah. Super articulate, knowledgeable.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No, he's a great addition for us.
Fisting one, but won't get out of the infield.
I miss him as a coach.
Yeah, that seems such a loss for the
yeah,
kids. I mean, he did it for a long time.
Yeah, he did it for a long time. I knew him as an assistant with BJ.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Hardy's staff. But I miss him as a coach because you'd call Jason up and, you know, ask him one question and boom, you were set. You
Yep.
get your quotes, you were all set after 45 minutes, but you were all set, you know?
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And he had, you know, great insight into stuff. Talking about him like he's not here. He's not really here in the press box.
Not
still.
tonight. Yeah. We have football season coming up.
I wonder if he'll ever coach again. I wonder if he will. Curious. I think his kids will have to grow a little bit.
Yeah, that's what will happen.
He may end up coaching them. You know,
I don't see how he cannot not
exactly.
coach sometime.
Yeah.
Right, when he's in a better situation, family-wise, I think it will just be a natural progression for him to go back to the coaching ranks. Teddy Baudet has had a pretty good night at the plate. He's only been up twice, but he's on base with a walk and a hit. Look out. He almost got hit by a pitch. He's got a second walk in the game. 2 outs, runner on base, and Luke Tyree still looking for his first hit tonight. Walked. Lined out, struck out.
Hit a great double in the first game and got stranded.
Yep. Couldn't string hits together, but
stranded at third.
They did win that first game, 2-1.
BJ said he thought he was watching the same movie until Cody Morissette drove in the winning run with White at second.
So if Luke can reach, Tom, you may get your wish to see Justin Cherry swing the bat again.
I want to see him swinging bat.
He's on deck.
And he
Fair
will.
ball. That's going to skip down into the corner for extra bases for Tyree. He's thinking 3.
He's going to score.
And the lead runner will score. It's a triple for Tyree with 2 outs.
Second triple in the game for Nashua.
First one was by Nate Cormier, who Justin Cherry pinch hit for. Justin Cherry remains in the game.
Boy, all these great plays.
6-2.
All these great head-first slides and plays. I never get any of this when I'm down there with a camera. Place to plate.
And you're right there. You're waiting for it.
Yeah. You know, nothing. Bupkis. Bupkis.
So
last regular season home game. I don't have one home game play at the plate.
Oh.
This year.
It's too bad. Sharply hit. To his right, second baseman Morrison throws not in time. It's an infield hit and an RBI for Cherry.
Error saved there on the throw.
Yeah, no overthrow. But scoring by way of triple and a run batted in after is Luke Tyree. So 6-3, making a game out of it with 2 outs are the Silver Knights as they go through the heart of the order. Cody Morissette up there now. A 3-run game. They had a very impressive pitcher last inning, Tom, by the name of Kyle O'Neill, who is about 5'8", 160 pounds, who throws 88 miles per hour. And he went 1-2-3 through the Silver Knight and struck out Jake LaBelle. And also Costello lost his bat swinging through strike 3. A very impressive inning by a guy from Feliciana University in Lido. Is it Lido, New Jersey, or Lido?
I don't know, but I wonder how long he's been with them.
Lodi.
Is it Lodi? Thank you, Lodi, New Jersey. I had to look it up on my phone to see where it is. Feliciana University. It's got a 4-year college, 2,100 enrollment. I imagine Division III school, and he was impressive. But he only went the 1 inning, and now Silver Knights making some hay off of the new relief pitcher.
Ooh, trying to do too much there with a pitch inside that you really just need to lay off of.
I think this is Bradley Hughes.
On 3-1.
Who I don't believe he's any relation to Thomas Hughes. I could be wrong. But
Yeah, we don't know that.
yeah.
Hughes was in the first game, played regularly.
One Thomas attends
This is a
Oklahoma
big
University.
pitch right here, John.
The 3-2
He
fisted
swung
foul.
again at ball 4, inside. If I'm them, I just don't waver off of that. I go inside all the way. They have jammed him twice.
Yeah. That was one of those pitches. It was probably a strike for 50 feet, and then it broke in on the hands off the plate, and Morissette couldn't
Right,
hold up.
Got to really start to. You've got to pick the ball up maybe 2/3 of the way there.
And he protects. That ball probably was ball 4 also.
He swung at 3 ball 4s, but protecting the plate.
Yep. And if you're Bradley Hughes, you're wondering what you throw next here on the payoff pitch. Bradley Hughes, 6'3", 195, right-hander, pitches for Spartanburg Methodist, a resident of Greenville, South Carolina. There goes the runner, 3-2 again.
And a base hit through the hole, maybe?
Snagged from the seat of his pants, not in time.
That would have been a great play.
It sure
that
would have.
Sure would have been a great play.
Brett Morrison laying out,
And
snags
what
it.
Morrison did there was maybe, just maybe, if that ball had gone all the way down into the corner, saved a run.
Maybe.
Could have saved a run there.
Who's our runner at third?
That's Cherry, isn't it? No, it's.
It is Cherry.
It is Cherry.
Yeah, I wasn't keeping a close eye on how fast he runs, but it was a possibility, and that will be all for Bradley Hughes, who was treated roughly with 2 outs.
Yeah. So a pitching change here at Holman Stadium. It's a 6-3 game, but the tying run is coming to the plate.
Yeah, to check my scorecard, the first
In the
2
form
batters
of Ryan Berardino.
ground out to first, pop up to second,
Yep.
and then the rally started.
Right.
With the 9-hitter, Teddy Baudet, who's had a really rough job behind the plate, Tom. But the flip side is they haven't gotten him out when he batted. He's walked twice and singled, and he started a 2-out rally that has the Silver Knights threatening to come within a run or 2 here with 2 outs in the 6th inning of a 7-inning contest. Let's see who Pittsfield has put into the game on the mound here. It looks like number 30.
Staying loose in the corners, you know. Infielders playing catch.
Facebook comment. Felician College Division 2.
Felician College is Division II, despite having only 2,100 enrollment. Thank you for our Facebook viewer.
No, that doesn't matter the enrollment, John. It matters the level of play they want to be at.
Okay.
They can do whatever.
Well, see, I was at Colby. I wanted to be Division I.
Yeah,
Nobody listened to
me.
me.
Yeah, but you weren't that good, so that didn't happen.
Guilty.
Yeah, it's not like high school where they classify you by enrollment.
Okay.
Yeah, the big schools, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, there's probably some from Florida colleges, like baseball factories that only have 1,000 people in their Division II.
Right, if you want to move up to Division II, you
like
petition.
St. Leo.
See if they go, you know,
Yeah.
see if they go for it. We got the sidewinder.
Wow, the sidewinder is right.
Yes.
Number 30 for Pittsfield is Thomas Hughes. We're just wondering if they were brothers, but did he come off of third base
Yeah,
to
I think
pitch?
he did. That's why the third baseman is warming up. That's why. There we go.
Right.
Thomas
Hughes.
You usually don't see that.
A position player, also a pitcher. And let's see. Yeah, he does have pitching stats.
He's got stats, I'm sure.
He's appeared in 10 games as a reliever. No starts. 13 innings pitched. 12 strikeouts. He's a strikeout guy. And only 1 walk, Tom. A 12-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
You better be swinging the bat when you're up there. But let's see, John. Okay, we got runners at first and third.
Yep, 2 out. Down by 3.
I just hate to see what the count's going to be in about.
Oh, I know where you're going.
1 minute from now.
2 pitches from now, I know where you're going.
Let's see if it is. Almost didn't get that chance.
Now that's illegal in the majors now, right?
Yes.
It should be. They should just keep it uniform because I don't like. I think that's a good call by whoever changed the rule. Well, he missed.
I missed.
It looked like he would have been taken all the way, but
ball 1. I would always take the first pitch from the reliever, wouldn't you?
no.
No? Really?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling at the plate.
Oh, bouncer.
And it's going to be the final out.
Yep.
Frustration for
Yeah,
the Silver
they
Knights.
just did not hit well with runners in scoring position. But they do pick up 2 runs. So they'll have one more crack at it, down 6-3 as we enter the top of the 7th.
Hi, everyone. I'm not playing a game right now, but this might be my last time on the field, so I just wanted to let you know from me, Kirsten, Richard, and all the interns how much this summer has meant to us and how all you season ticket holders have meant a lot to us and have really changed this summer for us. And I really appreciate all the positive feedback and everything that you give us. So I just really wanted to say thank you, and so did Kirsten, for the awesome summer. Go Knights!
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Silver Knights from Bentley University, number 20, Luke Dawson.
So a new pitcher into the game for the Silver Knights. Probably the hardest thrower that you will see tonight. Luke Dawson, 6'2", 215 pounds, from Stamford, Connecticut. He will turn 21 next month. Entering his senior season at Bentley University in Waltham. Luke Dawson so far this season has appeared in 9 games, thrown a total of 46 innings. He is a starting pitcher normally. This is his first appearance in relief so far in 2018 for the Silver Knights. In 46 innings pitched, he has surrendered 20 earned runs. His earned run average is 3.8. He has struck out 40 in 46 innings and issued 21 walks. So a 2-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Trying to hold Pittsfield at 6 runs. 3 for the Silver Knights, who will be coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th in a last chance scenario. So for Pittsfield, Jack Kulumovic from Simpsonville, South Carolina, plays for the College of Charleston, where he is going to be a redshirt freshman. They put that right in the roster. I guess he's not going to play a redshirt freshman season. Just gets caught by a nice play. Cody Morissette charging that at shortstop. Nips Kulumovic. First pitch swinging. 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Dawson in a conversation with Bodate, the Silver Knights catcher, as we await Dave Matthews at bat. It's going to be power against power right here.
If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the inning.
Oh, don't look at my score.
No, that's for sure.
And Morissette with another nice play. 2 pitches, 2 down.
It'll be LaBelle, Costello, and Gorham.
Thank you. All right. It'll be 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Silver Knights.
Costello, and Gorham if they stay in their spots.
So Luke Dawson has thrown 2 pitches and he's got 2 outs here in the
For Dawson, this is a playoff tune-up.
Right.
Because I would imagine he would be the game 1 starter if they make the semis.
Not going to get much work at this rate.
Brandon Dufault will be the pitcher in the. He'll start the playoff, the play-in game on Monday night. Dawson, I would imagine, would go in the opening of the in the opener of the semis if they win that game Monday. And I think it's game 2 would be Cherry, based on what he did last Sunday.
Chad Shade looked at a first pitch 90-mile-per-hour fastball in the inside corner for strike 1 from Luke Dawson. Shade has scored a couple of runs in this game.
So you forget about Dufault because he hasn't pitched in a while, but see if that affects him. So Dawson was supposed to pitch last night, but they got rained out just as they were getting on the exit or leaving the Mass Pike on exit 2, Lee. They got the call saying, up, turn around, go back.
93 from Dawson, swung on and missed, strike 2.
Which is what they wanted to avoid with Bristol the other night, which is why they didn't play Wednesday night. They didn't want Bristol to make that trip all the way over here for nothing. And it looked like it was going to be for nothing if they did leave, because the radar showed everything was going to be green and reds and oranges and all your favorite colors around there. And then all of a sudden, it all shot up north and missed Nashua by 7 o'clock. The sun was up.
I saw that, yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to play that police fire game. They would not have. That would have been wiped out by rain.
94 from Luke Dawson.
Yeah,
look back.
This is the guy who, he's won 5 games for them. He's their, I think Dufault is their ace by numbers, but by guile and grit and guts, Dawson is the guy.
So a quick inning for Luke Dawson, his first relief appearance of the season. And it's up to the Silver Knights bats to try to do something here, down by 3 as we go to the final frame, a 7-inning game, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. I remember this. You don't remember? You didn't watch the YouTube of Nolan Ryan versus Ryan Ventura, but did you see the video of Dave Winfield killing a seagull at Exhibition Stadium?
No, but I remember when it happened.
1983,
I didn't see the video.
35 years ago today.
Winfield was a Yankee at the time.
Yeah, and he was a Yankee at the time.
Yeah, just a guy
in Toronto.
Filled with controversy. He ended up being a Blue Jay at one point. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did play there.
Yeah. I think there was a seagull protest outside the stadium.
Oh, it was a whole deal. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what.
It says Winfield was arrested by the Ontario police and charged with animal cruelty.
Yes, he was. Yep. I'll tell you what. Those seagulls are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
At the beach.
You got to brush them back every once in a while.
I'm telling you, if you leave food out at the beach.
Crazy. They're right on it.
It's not there when you get back.
Yeah. It's a Hitchcock movie.
It is.
Waiting to happen.
The gulls.
Yep. Scary.
Yep.
They are brazen as right.
They were all over the place today. All over.
Wow, we have another size mismatch here. We had O'Neill in earlier. Kyle O'Neill, who was about 5'8". Is this Joey Rogers? He's listed at 5'9" also.
No, this is Hughes.
Oh, it's Hughes still, the third baseman?
No, it's third. Oh, I don't know, it's
third baseman turned pitcher. Yeah, I'm talking about the pitcher too.
Yeah, this is Hughes.
It's Hughes? Oh, it is Hughes. Yeah, right.
See the sidewinder.
Oh, he's 5'9".
See, literally tied up LaBelle right there. Fouled it off. They said fouled it off?
5'10" he's listed at 175.
Oh,
what happened? It hit him? And there's a discussion about whether it hit the bat instead.
Well,
we saw this in a major league game the other day.
But you know what? LaBelle turned into that pitch with his body, trying to avoid it.
The home plate umpire is going to consult with the base umpire to see if he saw it differently than a hit by pitch.
My guess is the base umpire did.
LaBelle, who loves to hit, is in a situation where his team's down 3, so he'll take the base if he can get it. And nothing's going to change, it looks like.
Yep.
Did you hear Wood? I heard Wood on the pitch.
I got my headset.
What do you got, Tim? Hit by pitch? And the Pittsfield manager does not like the call.
No, he doesn't. And the thing is if he changes it, then you're going to have BJ running out there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The stack is primed to be blown if BJ Neverett sees this call overturned.
What a troublemaker LaBelle is, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Now he
LaBelle
comes off.
LaBelle came here and was an instant leader. He really established himself, and now they're going to pinch run for him.
Yep.
Which is a smart move. If he's still at first base.
Oh, right. The Pittsfield manager has had his say, I think. It's over. No. Some parting words.
Oh, he didn't get himself tossed.
The left fielder from Northeastern University, number 25, Jeff Costello.
What the Pittsfield coach did not say as he walked off the field in reference to Jake LaBelle is, here stands baseball's perfect warrior. Here stands baseball's perfect knight. The inscription on the Stan Musial statue, dedicated 50 years ago today in St. Louis. Stan Musial died in January of 2013. It's been 5 years already.
Jeez, is it really?
Yeah. He was the guy that had like over 3,000 hits and exactly half on the road and exactly half at home. Consistent. There's a strike on the outside corner.
Sidewind pitch. It comes from way out one angle and then crosses the plate at a weird angle. But if it crosses the plate, it is a strike, and that's what it does.
Look, he's throwing it around a corner.
Do it again, and he got him to swing at it that time. And that was ball. That was a ball. Costello intimidated by the different delivery by Hughes.
He could stand around the back of a barn, and you'd never be able to see who threw the ball at you. Right around the corner. That's how he throws it.
Did it again. This time Costello doesn't offer.
Yeah, I've seen lefties have that kind of a dramatic angle, but righties not so much. This is definitely the case with Tom Hughes. He's trying to make those right-handed batters uneasy. A lefty's on deck for the Silver Knights. Hard hit right at the shortstop. It comes up on him, but he makes a nice play, and they do not turn it, but they get the lead runner.
Right.
Big out for Pittsfield on a sharply struck ball.
Costello almost got his revenge against Hughes. Almost took his head off with that line drive.
Yeah.
Number 18, Andrew Gorham.
So one out, and here's Andrew Gorham.
Gorham, a big-sized kid.
Yep.
Really needs to just bear down. Yeah, bear down, but he looks like he's got a good swing. Should be a better hitter than he is.
Takes a ball.
I think he's a hitter who goes the other way too much for his side. I think he should be, focus more on trying to pull the ball. I never recommend that, but I always think that's look at him with his swing. I think that's what he should do.
He got hit. And it's the tie run coming to the plate now for the Silver Knights. Another big guy stepping in there for
Pinch hitting for the Silver Knights.
Silver Knights, a pinch hitter.
Number 37, Joe Bramante.
Bramante, the pinch hitter. Just signed with this team 2 weeks ago or 10 days ago.
From North Andover, Massachusetts, and UMaine.
Basically took the place of Alex Brickman.
Oh, right, yeah.
Brickman wasn't happy with the way he was playing or the time he was getting, so he opted to leave. Shut it down for the year. These kids play a lot of baseball. You have to remember that.
Big spot here. One out.
Yeah, but
representing the
does he swing
tying
at the
run.
first pitch? No, he does not.
Up and away. Got to look at that Tom Hughes offering. Nowhere close. So as Tom mentioned, Bramante just joining the team recently, has only appeared in 8 games with 28 at-bats.
There's that pitch that handcuffs him as it crosses. It's an outside pitch that handcuffs him.
Yeah.
If you can figure that. It's very rare.
Does have 4 doubles and 28 at-bats. The 1-1 pitch is on the way from Hughes. Big swing, and he swung underneath it.
I don't think he's got him timed at all, Jim.
No.
Hughes is going to have to make a big mistake for for Vermont to beat him.
That was at 84 miles per hour with the fastball up and in.
He's going to have to make a big mistake.
And that's, look out. Hit nobody. Fortunately, that ball was moving.
I'm telling you, it's just amazing they don't have more injuries here than they do.
That would have hurt.
Yep.
It actually hit the cement steps in between several fans.
The thing is, you got to watch out when it hits something, where it goes to after that. One big 1-2 pitch.
Good take. Didn't chase high.
No.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Teddy Beaudet is on deck, who has been on base all 3 times tonight, the 9-hitter. A 2-2 pitch on the way with 1 out. Bottom of the 7th of a 7-inning game. That's fouled off to the right. Wow.
Johnny just missed that.
He sure did. He came
Just
so close.
missed that.
Just couldn't get the bat head out quick enough.
I think if he got all of that, it's over
tie
those pine
game.
trees at Peter.
Absolutely.
Over the Peters sign.
Absolutely. He did not get cheated, but he's
No.
just a little late on it.
Yep.
And let's see if Hughes dares go back to the fastball. He
No,
doesn't.
Pops him up, and that's going to be an out.
And you are correct. Out number 2.
Changes it up, and Vermonte knows.
Yep, he got Vermonte off balance just
Yep.
enough. That fastball was the one, Tom.
That was it. That was the pitch, and he just missed it.
University, number 33.
So the Silver Knights are down to their last out. Beaudet, who's had a rough game behind the plate, good game at the plate. Couple of walks and a single, trying to make it a perfect slate and get on 4 times in a row and keep the inning going. He represents the tying run with 2 outs in the 7th. Hughes' pitch is a strike, breaking ball to the outside corner. So I'd be surprised if Mr. 12-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio just tries to come right
see why
after.
he has it.
Yeah, you can. And he misses
Oh.
badly though with that one. Trying to get too fine apparently with the fastball, that I think maybe he knew, that Beaudet knew that it was coming, and he tried to aim it too much. 1-1 is the count. He's certainly not going to intensely walk the 9-hitter.
No.
Who's that guy over there? No, you're not going to put the tying run, winning run at the plate. The pitch. Strike call.
Ooh. Again, that outside pitch that just crosses the plate if it just touches it.
Yeah, there's a real angle to that.
There really
just
is.
Grazing that outside corner on the way by into the left-handed batter's
What
box.
college does he go to?
This pitcher?
Hughes, yeah.
Hughes goes to
That's
Oklahoma University.
Oklahoma, you can
OU.
see. OU.
Strike 3 called. He
That'll
throws
do it.
Beaudet, and that is the ball game.
Wow, ouch. Throws him.
Well, Silver Knights making a game of it in the end. They had the tying run at the plate, but good relief pitching by the oftentimes third baseman, Thomas Hughes, seals the deal. 6-3, the Pittsfield Suns take it. Tom, your take on the season?
Well, the season here, John, it just wasn't all that good.
Wasn't
in
all
terms of
roses.
wins. No, it wasn't, but they end up making the playoffs. They got a 7-game winning streak that saved them, and they won the biggest game they needed to win. They needed to win 1 out of 2 to make it. They did that. Let's see if they can win another one, or Pittsfield can lose another one, so Nashua can finish 5th and go to Brockton.
They got Luke Dawson, and he impressed the heck out of me tonight, and he's a guy that can win you a game right off the bat.
Well,
right?
he's not going to start the opener. Brandon Dufault will start the play-in game.
Yeah.
Dawson would probably start game 1 of the semis. Let's hope we see game 2 of the semis here on Wednesday night.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. 6-3, the final. Pittsfield takes this August 4 Saturday night game here at Holman. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, our MVP, thank you for another great job. So that's all for the regular season of 2018. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us on NashuaETV. Thanks also to our executive producer, Pete Johnson. I'll say good night from Historic Holman Stadium, everybody.